So I wanted to take a minute to create another video here specifically about the appraisal and inspection contingency periods. The appraisal and inspection contingency periods are usually areas where the transaction can fall out of escrow. And I get this question all the time about needing more information as to how these contingencies work. So let's kind of refresh our memory here. We have 17 days. The buyer has 17 days to get their appraisal and all their inspections done on the property before having to remove any contingencies. What does that mean for you, the seller? Well, at that point, after they are done with their inspections and they're done with their appraisals, some issues could arise, right? The home maybe didn't appraise for the contract price, or maybe the home inspection shows that there's some serious issues that need to be dealt with on the home. What does that mean for you? Well, the buyer has the opportunity to request a request for repair, listing the repairs that they want done, or listing a repair credit that they want assigned to them in the transaction, or maybe they want to ask for more closing cost, whatever it is. The buyer submits a request for repair to us, the seller, and I go over that request for repair with you so that we can respond to them. Usually it's not that serious, but again, this is an area where things could fall out of escrow, so I wanted to make sure we discuss that. It doesn't happen very often because most likely we'll always come to some sort of terms, but I just wanted to take a minute to cover that. Next is going to be the appraisal. What happens in the appraisal? Well, the appraiser comes out to determine whether or not the property is going to be, whether or not the property is worth the amount of money that they're paying on the contract. So he's just out there, or he or she is out there to determine value on the property. What if the property appraises for less? That's a question I get all the time. Well, at that point, you, the seller, can either drop the price or cancel the transaction. So we don't want the property to appraise for less. That is why I spent so much time and effort in the beginning to give you the highest price I could possibly get you without misleading you that your house isn't going to appraise for that price. So I'm usually really confident and really good at getting you top dollar and not having appraisal issues. It has happened, and if it does happen, then we'll have to have that conversation as to how we're going to move forward and renegotiate the terms of the contract. So it doesn't happen very often. I don't want to get you worried, but I wanted to take time to make sure I created a thorough video as to how those two contingencies work. So if you have any questions, again, contact me or Jackie anytime. We'll be more than happy to discuss this with you. We'll most likely not have any problems, but if we do, rest assured, we will take care of them for you. So thank you so much. If you guys need anything, reach out.